Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I am going to read from two different books today. I'm going to read from the Nightlight book by Amy Dean that I absolutely love, and it is a book of nighttime meditations put out by Hazelden Meditations, because it is late. It is 8:30 right now, which means I probably won't even get this video up until 9:30 or 10. So this can kind of be a good night for everybody, or if you watch it tomorrow morning, save it for the night. And then I'm also going to read from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff and It's All Small Stuff by Richard Carlson. Simple ways to keep the little things from taking over your life. And I've been reading a little bit from this book throughout this year. I really like this book. My mom loved this book, and I read bits and pieces of it through the years, but I've never actually read it all the way through, so I'm trying to read some from time to time. I just saw something about something not being fair. Maybe we should read that one. Let's see. Here it is, right here. Surrender to the fact that life isn't fair. So we'll read that one in just a second. Tomorrow, on Sunday, is my husband's birthday, so if you could please wish my husband a happy birthday, that would really mean the world to me. You know, either go over to his Instagram, or, you know, it's Alex J. Paredes, and he's also, on my pictures on my Instagram, or just underneath this video, or whatnot, but that would really mean a lot to me, and I'd appreciate it. And I'm actually pre-filming a video for tomorrow, so if there is a video up on Sunday, it will be because I filmed literally 2 videos sitting back to back. I have the other books sitting right, well, I won't, here, I'll show you. Tucker's he's trying to pick them out, because, you know, I always have Tucker pick the books, but here are the 4 books that I'm going to read for tomorrow. So there you go. Tucker's on the ottoman. He's like, what's going on? Are we doing a motivation video? And here's Boo Rap. They all want to be part of the video now. Okay, you know how this goes. These boys have been so crazy today. They've been running around in the yard. We watered the plants, didn't we? And you went, what? You saw the bunny rabbits and you saw the birds. I know, there's so much wildlife behind our house, isn't there? So, let's get into these 2 different readings today. Okay, so from the Nightlight book, it is June 20th. Let's go to it and see what it has to say. I feel like I have something right on my shirt right there. I've been running around all day today. June 20th. Hope is the only bee that makes honey without flowers. Robert Ingersoll. I never know these people that I have something in my mouth. It's I don't know what it is. It's probably I just put my hat on. I had my hat off, but I mean, my hair doesn't look too bad, does it? But I just took my hat off, and so it's probably my hair looks ultra shiny tonight. That's probably a hair from my hat. I never know these people. The other one is Harry Overstreet. That's for tomorrow. I never know these people that the quotes are from in the books. But anyway, I said that the other day. Again, June 20th, hope is the only bee that makes honey without flowers. Robert Ingersoll. Robert Ingersoll. Okay, hope is the invisible part of ourselves that can be the difference between getting somewhere and getting nowhere. Hope is the extra set of muscles that allows us to carry on even though our legs can't support us any longer. Is he not so cute? What do you see up there, Boo? Are you smelling the plants? Hope is the extra set of muscles that allows us to carry on even though our legs can't support us any longer. Hope is the extra heartbeat that gives us positive energy when our senses can't feel, hear, or see beyond negativity. Hope is the nectar that restores health when our bodies feel old and broken down. The only thing everyone in the program has is hope. The program of recovery. Hope keeps us sane and keeps us trying. For as long as we have hope, we'll always feel a candle burning within us that's ready to light the world. We increase our supply of hope every time we do something good, even when we don't want to. We increase our supply of hope every time we do something good, even when we don't want to. Hope is the extra push we give ourselves to quench rage, to bolster our reserves of patience, and to feel love when we find it difficult to feel. With hope in our lives, all else is possible. Do I have hope tonight? Help me remain filled with hope about my life and the lives of those around me. I love this meditation. I think it's fantastic, and I love the power of hope, you know. When I got sober, hope is something that I didn't have a whole lot of. You know, I just didn't really see my life getting any better. I couldn't imagine it getting any better. And there have been other moments in my life where I have felt that, you know, like when my mom passed away, obviously, is one of them. But there's been many other moments in my life too where I thought life isn't going to get any better, you know, I just can't imagine it will. And I'm so thankful for the people in my life. You know, if you're not a spiritual person, I don't know, apply the universe and whatever to this. But, as a spiritual person, my sponsors through the years and my friends would always say, like, this is kind of a recovery saying, God didn't bring me this far to just dump me on my butt, that there's, and then that goes into the Maya Angelou saying that when you're going through one of the biggest tragedies in your life, look up and say thank you because I'm about to learn one of the most valuable lessons. But there's so many quotes that I lean on, and the recovery slogans I've always leaned on in my life, and they've really helped me, which is so funny because my friend Tanya and I were talking about this the other night. She's like, I never really liked the slogans. I'm like, I lived on the slogans the first year, and simple is as simple does, and if you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. And there's so many of these slogans that have helped me. But when I first got sober, I really, to be honest, could not imagine a life. Well, when I initially got sober, like I'm talking day 1 or day 2, I really could not imagine a life without using. I just couldn't. And that also meant I couldn't imagine a life without my using culture, my friends, things like that. And then as I went through treatment and I got out of treatment, I came into this new world that I was like, I have no idea like how to live in this world, And there's been other things about that are all addiction related, like food and things like that I've been like, I don't really know how I'm going to live this way. Like whenever I try to do like healthy living, I'm like, I don't really know like how I'm going to live this way and not go to restaurants and whatever. And it's interesting because I have that addict mentality and I still work on this, and these are the things I bring up with my sponsor. But, like my husband will say, well, like, while we're like, I'm eating healthy, he'll say, well, you just have to go to the restaurant and like, get a salad or just eat half of what you're getting or whatever. But that kind of thinking is so foreign to me, that, it's that addict mentality. And I know he's right. I absolutely know he's right, but I have to have hope that there is a different way. The only thing I know to do, the only thing that has worked for me is to trust in my higher power, which I do. I trust the journey. I really, really try to trust the journey. I try to wake up every single day and look at each day as a learning experience. And then the other thing I try to do is just put one foot in front of the other. When I'm having really, really bad days, there are days that I'm having horrible days. And, I'm like, okay, sit down on camera, escape for a little while, because for me, making YouTube videos sometimes is an escape, or reading the meditations is so helpful to me. There are days that I wake up that there's a lot of personal stuff going on in my life that I just don't talk about, that is even stuff that I don't even include in my vlog because it's just really, really personal to me and my, family. So there's always something going on. There's always something going on in all of our lives, right? And, but I've always just learned to put one foot in front of the other and to trust the journey. And that has really helped for me. But that is really, having blind faith and putting my faith in hope, that hoping that things will get better. But I think hope and trust are very closely aligned. But don't ever give up. Please don't ever give up on what it is, whether it's a dream or trying to get a certain career or go to school or, like just your life or whatever, obviously, like any part of your life. Please don't ever give up. Just put one foot in front of the other, and the belief that things will get better. It's like years ago we had those, for all, the coming out stories and stuff, we had the It Gets Better project. And I always struggled with that. Like, I loved the sentiment of it, of like telling younger people that it does get better. Like to show somebody, I live in a house with my husband and my 2 dogs. And it's so sad saying that, 2 dogs instead of 3, Alex and I have been talking a lot about pee-pee lately. But, to show that to somebody and say, this is possible for you, when maybe they don't believe that's possible. But if somebody had shown me in high school what I have now, I still wouldn't have believed it was possible. But what I needed someone to tell me was, how do I get there? Like, what do I do to get from where I'm at now, where I don't ever believe that I'm going to have a life better than I cannot live my true life of who I am, like, coming out and all this kind of stuff. Like, I don't feel like I can do that. Like, how do I do that? And, and like, here, I know you have this life, but how do I get there? Because that was my issue, is that we never showed people how to get, from where they're at now to it gets better. Like, we never showed them that. I think what I know now in retrospect is you have to just put one foot in front of the other and trust the process, It's like, there's another recovery kind of like idea that if I don't believe in something, like if I don't have a belief in a higher power, but I believe that, like, my friend Tanya does. Can I believe in my friend Tanya believing in that, right? You know, it's like if I am at a point in my life where I'm not able to make amends to somebody, okay, am I able to pray on the willingness to make amends to somebody? Like, there are things that I can do before, like, things are fully realized, you know? But it's about doing what we can, and hope exists in all of that. A hope for a better world, a better life exists in all that. I will never, ever give up hope, okay? On myself, my life, my world, our world. I will never give up hope. And maybe I'm an idealist, and maybe I'm a dreamer, you know? I put on my mom's gravestone, it was one of her favorite quotes from the Beatles, and I'm gonna get it wrong, but some say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And I believe that, you know, like, there are a lot of us out there that are dreamers. You know, I've said this for a long time, that, like, the power of a smile. If I smile at you, and you smile at the next person, they smile at the next person, after a while we have a world of people smiling. When does the smiling stop? You know, like, if we all educate each other on things, and we all are open-minded to hearing, you know, what we need to work on, and all that kind of stuff, then, like, if I'm willing to work on it, and you're willing to work on it, and you tell somebody else, hey, let's all be willing to work on it, then we are educating each other, and the world is becoming a better place, right? But I guess I live in a dream world. I guess that's idealistic, but I hope that it's not. I hope that one day things start to turn around, and I believe they are. I really do. I believe they're starting to turn around. So I love the concept of hope. I really do. And you know, at the end, when you really don't have anything else, like, hope is something to hang on to. It really is. And I also like to look at other people's lives and say, you know, like, they've made it, so I can too, you know? And when I was in early sobriety, that's what I would look at. For me to look at somebody that had 20, 30 years of sobriety when I was 30 days out of treatment, or had 30 days sober, like, I could not imagine 20 or 30 years sobriety, which is so crazy to me now because I'm, you know, at 25 and a half years. But I could look at somebody that had 6 months or a year, and I was like, I want that. And that was attainable to me. So sometimes with hoping for something, like, if we want to be a movie star that wins an Oscar, you know, maybe that's too far right now. Like, maybe we keep that as our dream, but maybe we work towards auditioning for community theater. Maybe we put one foot towards our dream each and every day and just keep on hoping for the stars, you know? I don't know. But I love the concept of hope. I think it's, I looked in here and I thought I just saw my sponsor's name. I was like, what? But it's not. But anyway, that was crazy. That'd be crazy if she had a quote in here. But anyway, yeah. So let me know what you think about that comment, or about that meditation in the comment section below. I'm actually going to read the other reading for the video tomorrow, because this is past 12 minutes at this point. So we'll just do that video for tomorrow. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you then. Bye.